Welcome to Fit for Life with Karen. As promised, we're going to do yoga today. You know, yoga does a lot of things for us. That's why most of the world is doing it. It works. It's ancient. It's an ancient practice that's traveled all over the world, and it's done everywhere. It's even done in prisons, believe it or not. Let me just give you some of the reasons that it's so popular and why it's important. And I will start, though, with namaste, which is a greeting, a Sanskrit word meaning welcome, hello, just recognizing the people that might be in the class with you, just saying hello to them. Yoga improves your flexibility, which, you know, I think is very important for us. It reduces the pain and stiffness of, guess what? Arthritis. Is there anyone out there that doesn't have it? Anyone over 65? It improves balance. I mean, it's worth doing it just for that. It's so great. It strengthens your bones and your muscles. Your muscles start to weaken. Actually, it starts around age 30. We start to lose muscle mass. So we want to rebuild that. And it improves your cardiovascular health. That's another good reason. So those are the physical benefits, some of them, just some of them. There are mental and emotional benefits also, and I think that's important in this day and age, especially at our age. It reduces stress and anxiety. It improves your mood and cognitive function. It increases your body awareness, which leads to self-care. You're thinking about what needs to be done for your body, you know, whatever you need, whatever is missing, your strength, your flexibility. But again, it's really good to get rid of or lessen the anxiety and the things that we worry about. Most of what we worry about doesn't happen. But as I said, there's a lot going on, and if that yoga breath can help with it, I'm going to do it. And when I get stressed, I just kind of stop and do that breathing, and it does seem to clear my mind a little bit. So I just want you to know that it does work. So let's get started. Okay, and here we go. There we go. All right, we're going to start with the yoga breath, all right? Because that we do the yoga breath with each of the asanas. These are the different movements. It's pronounced asana. So we're going to do the yoga breath together, which is, there's a quite simple version. We're going to breathe right up through the nose. Hold that breath for 2 seconds and exhale through your mouth. You can make it noisy or quiet, it doesn't really matter. But you want to get that breath up to your brain. It will relax you, it will calm you. The yoga breath can reduce blood pressure. It does a lot for us. So we want to try that yoga breath again together. If you haven't done it before, most of you I think have. We're going to breathe up again, breathing up through the nose. Makes me close my eyes. I find it relaxing. Hold for 2 and make that exhalation through your mouth. Make it as long as possible. Make it as long as possible. Let's get rid of all the dead air. And when we breathe up, let's breathe up. You're breathing in fresh air, hopefully. Holding, and when you exhale, you're breathing out the bad, the old, the used breath. So there's an exchange there. But the yoga breath has been proven to change your brain waves. It does work. All right? So we're going to start with what I call the modified lotus pose. You've seen people sitting on the floor. Well, we don't get on the floor in Fit for Life, so we're going to just try to just emulate it a little bit by crossing our feet over. You can put your hands right here on your knees, and we'll breathe up together, all the way up. One more time. And hold, and then exhale. Make the exhalation longer, and we're going to do the breath more than once, but for this particular part, we will only do it once. Wonderful. So the first thing I think we should do, because the spine is an integral part of yoga, it needs to be stretched out and put in the right positions. So the first stretch we will do is with the lower spine, and there are 4 different movements. We're going to breathe up, holding that breath, and exhale as you come forward. You have to open the feet just a little bit to the side and you can leave your head up if you have to. This is for the lower spine. It should feel good, and if it doesn't, I don't want you to do it, okay? Just wait for the rest. All right, now the spine can also stretch out. It can extend upwards, so grab that wrist and let's pull that arm all the way up. You can lift your shoulders up a little bit on this one. Grab the other wrist, pulling up, and then try to pull them down a little bit, just a little bit, pulling the chin in. So the spine can extend. Now your spine can also rotate, and you know that because we've done it with other classes. And how do we do that? We're just gonna move over here, just turn a little bit, hold onto the arm, shoulders down, pull that chin in, and just pull yourself around. Wonderful, hold that for as long as you can. And yes, that can be done with the yoga breath also. But as long as you keep breathing and don't hold your breath, let's try the other side. So we'll breathe up first this time. And as you exhale, you're going to turn slowly. And you know, I've got to slow myself down. It's hard for me to do that. And that's another reason why I do yoga, to relax and calm me a little bit. So we're turning the head, turn back as far as you can on this one. Good. And then we'll come back slowly. Take this hand and put it right behind your back at your waist. Again, sitting nice and straight. This will just help you in doing this kind of twisting movement here. Can you pull the arm across a little? If it hurts the shoulder, don't do it. Sitting up nice and tall. Try the other arm and back. And then take this remaining hand here and pull it across, sitting up nice and straight. Can you feel that in your shoulder? I think you can. Yeah. All right. Your spine can also bend. So we'll sit back on this one. Take this hand, cross it over. We'll take a yoga breath up. And we'll just bend. But as you bend, I'd like you to keep reaching straight, not rounding at all, but nice and straight. And I know you can feel that stretch from your fingertips all the way to your elbow and your shoulders and all the way down your side and your waist and your hip. It's a big stretch, isn't it? Great. And you know, don't hold your breath here. Just do your natural breathing or take another yoga breath. So we're just gonna swing across first. All right, let's bring the arm up. And exhale, keeping that arm nice and straight. Does it feel good to do that? You may not have realized that you're kind of always pulling in a little bit. So we're trying to open up and stretch those muscles. Wonderful. And we'll bring the arm back. Terrific. Now there's a good movement in yoga or asana called the pigeon. And this is good for the hip and your lower back. So we're just going to cross here if you can. If you cannot cross up this high, you can cross down here and do the same things that we do. So here we go. Lift that leg up, but look at my posture. Let's breathe up as you pull yourself up. Wonderful. And exhale. I just naturally drop my chin down when I exhale. It just kind of goes that way. And we'll bring the head back up. So this is the pigeon pose, which is usually done on the floor, but we're not going to do that. Can you pull it in just a little bit more? Wonderful. Put your hand right here inside of the knee. If you can push down gently, that would be great. But right away, I can feel my posture coming down, so I'm going to pull up again, nice and tall. Great. Good posture is required for yoga too. And if it's not always good, at least you're working on it. You try to remember to pull that chin in. Good. All right. Take this hand again and right through in this space. And it's back to the pigeon again, really, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we're going to just pull that right in if you can do it. Good. Let's try the other side. Same thing. Very gently push down. I feel that on the hip. I can definitely feel that. It's working. Taking the hand, reaching through, pulling in just a little bit, sitting up nice and straight. Good. Let's take a breath here, breathing up. And hold that breath for 2 seconds and exhale. Try to make the exhalation a little bit longer if you can. So we're just going to drop the chin down. As you exhale, and then you're just going to resume your natural breathing. We'll bring that head right back up again. All right. And just very gently put the leg down, coming forward again. Let's just relax. Bring those arms up. And just drop forward. Don't worry about the yoga breath on this one. If you can grab your ankles, that's fine. If you can flatten your back, that's even better. You're going to be all stretched out today, and hopefully this yoga breath can help to relax you. We'll come back up slowly. And you know, you can just sit, find a quiet spot. You know, don't try not to do yoga right after eating. That's just a little tip. And so if you're just sitting maybe at your computer and you feel you've been on the computer too long, just close your eyes and do a couple of these breaths. Now the last thing in this section is the cat. And the cat is for posture, which I know I talk about a lot, but it's really important. Especially with aging, it just tends to do this kind of thing. Our vision may not be as good, we don't hear as well, and we start doing this kind of thing. So that's why I'm talking about posture all the time. Holding onto the knees, pull the shoulders down, kind of pull against your knees here. And look up at the ceiling and feel as though you might even be arching your back. Don't force it, but I'd rather you arched a little bit rather than round here. So we'll just breathe up again. And exhale as you pull the shoulders down. You can look up. Push your chin up toward the ceiling if you want. Get a nice stretch here in your neck area, chin. It's kind of a facial neck exercise. There are yoga facial exercises, which we may try next time. That would be fun, wouldn't it? All right, let's grab some water. Mine is right here. My trusty purple bottle that I've had for too long. Yes, you can drink water during exercise. All right, and we're going to get up without holding on if we can. You're going to push in and get right up. Great. So we'll do some standing yoga. We've done some of it before. There might be a couple of new things thrown in there. Good. So I like to start with these lunges. Standing yoga. Kind of easy, I think. Just bring your arms here and there. Side to side. We're kind of warming up a little bit too. So these will be easy, gentle movements. We'll say 5, 6, 7. Let's do 10, 8, and 9, and 10. Wonderful. Another really good warm-up that I like to do, and it's easy to do, and I think everyone can do it. We've got a high ceiling here, so I don't have to worry, right? Just bring those arms up, bend your knees, and bring them back. And this can be done for any kind of standing exercise, or just to wake you up in the morning. This is 3 coming up. This is a really good stretch. As I said, warming up too. The weather will be getting cold, and it might be a good way to warm up and get started. Get your day started out. So let's say this is 6. A little faster, 7. Keep your head up. And 8. And 9. One more. Good. And 10. Okay. All right. Let's try something you may have been hearing about through the years, the yoga triangle. All right. So just opening the feet. All right. And all you're going to do is slide your arm down. All right. And just bring the other arm up. Make sure you're slightly forward so you can lift your heels here. Be careful on this one. If you have to hold on, get behind your chair. And you can hold on to your chair instead of putting it here. So you're sliding down, lifting that arm up as much as you can. Good, if you can get it straight, that's fine. All right, let's slide the hand up and we'll do the opposite side. Just bringing that arm up. Yeah, this side is a little tighter, I can feel it. So you're lifting that arm right up, good. And then we're gonna come back a little bit. Let's do the other side. Lifting the arm up and sliding down. Remember, slightly forward, don't bend. Try to keep your back fairly straight. Sliding down. And then one more on the other side. We'll just bring this up. And then this arm will come over. Try to straighten it. It might be a little straighter now because you're stretched out. That's great. And then we'll come up. And then there's just a forward bend that is just that. Just let your upper body drop down. You can keep your head up. Open those feet a little bit. And just come down. Don't force it. Let it come down naturally. All right. Can you put your hands on your knees or touch your knees? Now we're going to try this with the yoga breath. So you're breathing up, holding, and exhale as you bring the arms down and just kind of slide them down. And watch, you'll be able to go a little bit further and you can feel it. I had my hands on my knees before, now my hands go down a little bit more. And with each time you do this, you should be able to go a little bit further. The yoga breath creates space in the body, so it's easier to stretch those muscles out. Let's try something I just thought about because I thought it might be a nice type of warm-up. And if you are standing behind a chair, you have to move back a little bit to do this one, just to loosen up. I really like this one a lot. All right. How about a nice side stretch? So we're going to open those feet nice and wide. You've seen this one before, I'm sure. You're just going to bend the knee. Put your hand right here. Bring that other arm up. So make sure you're not back on your heels, but slightly forward so you can lift your heels here. Lift that arm up and over. So you're reaching to the opposite side here. Again, you can hold on to your chair, the back of your chair, or just put the hand right here. And then we'll come back. And normally you would hold these much longer. Okay, so you're going to bend the opposite knee. Again, make sure you feel safe. Bring the arm up. You can breathe up as you bring your arm up if you want to, and then just reach. Good. And then we'll come back up slowly. All right, let's just bring the knees up just to relax a little bit. Good. How do you feel? Do you feel all stretched out now? All right. Let's try, before we sit down and before we do our stretch, let's try to bring the arms up to the side like so. This is called the warrior pose. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. This foot should be right on an angle. The opposite foot, you can just bring it a little bit straighter. And then just bring arm up, out from the shoulder. Now the arm here and back should be out straight from the shoulder also. It tends to want to come down, so let's try to keep it up there and bend that knee a little bit. This is very common. I'm sure you've seen this pose before. It's called the warrior. Wonderful. And then again, if you need to hold on, just hold on to the chair with your back hand here. And we're going to do another one. You're going to bend those knees. Good. Doing great. All right, now let's bring this arm down or hold on to the chair. So you're in back of your chair now, most of you, right? You can bring it down and then just lift this arm up. Think of pushing your midsection forward as you go back. Wonderful. And then we'll bring the arm down and just bend, just to get a nice stretch. You'll feel it here in your hamstring a little bit. But let's do that in the opposite direction. Here we go. So this part's easy, isn't it? This leg is fine. This foot should be turned in just a little bit, not perfectly straight. All right, and we're just going to look over here. Sometimes when people turn their head, they lose their balance a little. So again, make sure you're holding on slightly forward. Bend that knee. For some of you, this would be easy if you've been doing yoga for years and years and years. Again, bend that knee. Good. All right. Let's try it one more time. Great. All right, now this arm and back, drop it down, and then hold on, or just leave it out, whatever you can do. And we'll just do a little back bend here. This is a good one. Love it. Good. Take a course in yoga. You'll love it. It's good for all ages. This time I'd like you to get behind your chair, unless you're already there. Holding on, and you know we're going to do the child's pose, and you know we've done it before, so you're all experts. And we're just going to walk back. Your arms are straight, you're just holding onto the chair, walking back. Yeah, let's flatten that back out a little bit, as much as you can. All right. And let's walk forward. Put one foot in front. Use the arm on the same side. Just reach up. Push those hips forward into the chair or toward the chair just a little bit. We'll do a little bit of a back bend here too. Isn't that great? If it hurts, don't do it. So again, child's pose. It's usually done on the floor. And it's great for your spine and your lower back, which most of this is. Wonderful. And we'll walk back up. Good. I think I'm going to put this foot forward and then just bring the arm up. Why don't we bring it as far back as we can? Good. And then we'll bring it back. Now I'm going to let you sit down and just relax and do nothing. We'll do our little meditation. Good. I feel good already. This is wonderful. So what I'd like to do is we're going to turn the music up a little bit more, and I'm not going to talk. And I think that will help you to meditate better if you can really hear the music, maybe just a little bit. So I'm going to just relax back. You can close your eyes if you can hear me. Wonderful. And let's take a breath together. Now we're going to do this for a few minutes. And I'm hoping we can stick to it and not fall asleep or not get bored. If you could meditate like this, just do the yoga breath. Take your time. Clear your mind. It will clear your mind. It would be really great for anxiety, anything you're worried about, all the things we do worry about that don't happen. That's what the yoga breath is. That's one of the things that yoga does for us. Mentally, psychologically, it helps us to get rid of the things that we don't really need to spend too much time on. So let's take another breath together, all the way up. And just hold that breath and exhale. You can let your chin just drop where it wants to drop. You can move your feet a little bit if you want. And for the next few minutes, maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to hear a little bit of music and just try to relax as much as possible and clear your mind. When the thoughts come in, take another breath and you'll see it works. These constant thinking all the time, we've got to get rid of that. And here we go. Now, I'm not sure if that's 3 or 4 minutes. It probably isn't. But I'd like you to try this on your own. And the music does help to relax you too. And if there's no music, you can do it anyway. But try to do it 10 minutes a day, or just start now and then, and you'll find that you will rely on it. It will help you to relax. It's the breath. The yoga breath actually changes your brain waves a little bit. I can't explain the whole thing to you, but look it up and try yoga. Yoga for relaxation, healthy body. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.